And Papa man, tread carefully.
I wanted us to do a purple thing. What's tinky? What do
A
you
purple
mean?
thing, as in.
10K is purple.
I have a 10K.
And you have one?
Do you have a 10K?
No, I don't.
Turns out I'm the richest one. So do you have a 10K?
I'm cashless.
Ha! My man looks with money.
Not necessarily, just MM and other stuff.
Calm. Do you work with them, though?
I work with both. When I say I don't have 10K, that means
You don't have 10K. So how much do you have?
I'm not having 10K as the note of its own, but I have money equivalent to 10K.
Kazaza man, you happy show that pocket in it. People, them. Welcome to the Dog Days podcast. Yeah, I'm going to leave my joke because I didn't want to sound culturally inappropriate, and we are recording this during a period where we are standing for women's rights. So I believe we should not be making the outrageous statements on the sensitivity of the period in which we are needs to be observed. For that reason, therefore, it's me, Chelsea, aka Manso Sati, aka the Yad Gandhi. You know what it is, and the airline
Gandhi.
And from my left,
Jaffa, every pop like every you don't have the beauty that
Sabakara. And in the building today, bro, we are joined by one of them ones, yeah. If you know, you know. You get me. If you sat in those rooms,
you know.
5 red, S6 red, school library. We've plucked one from, like we normally do. You get me? Like the whole class will sit here. We'll have everybody that sat in that class is eventually going to take this seat at this rate. Yeah. But
Population census.
today
is a debater.
Yeah.
That's the job. That's a hobby.
He debates as a hobby. For all you debaters out there who debate for money.
It's just called quarreling in a formal manner. But
He's a lawyer.
No, he isn't. I mean,
law student.
He's a law student. Yeah, I don't want us to put him where we'll make a mistake.
We'll get there.
Have you had that video, that clip where someone is introducing themselves? It's cancel. Okay, let's put like cancel. It's cancel Jaffa, and then the lecturer just goes, "You are not yet a council. Why are you introducing yourself as such?" Bro, you don't even know you're going to pass uni, but you're calling anyway. But
social rights activist, feminist, human rights defender. Guys, a man in certain places.
Are you a social rights, human rights activist or something like that?
Yeah, I genuinely just think people should have their rights acknowledged, supported, fought for, defended.
Defender of both the girl and the boy child.
Yeah, that was his Greta Thunberg moment. But yeah. Our guest today, guys.
Good music test.
Our guest today, guys.
Can cook, clean.
Can this guy let me do my intro?
Okay.
Because I cook this shit. Like, let me start. Okay, mama, guys. So I first got to know this guy in my Form 2. Yeah. He is most known for being public enemy, number one. Yeah. So this guy joined school and he stepped out of SMAC, came to our school, and he wanted to step on us. Ultimate hate. I don't know if you guys recall, but
you've seen those things on YouTube shorts where they say the other person side of the story. The hater side of the story.
Yeah, so this guy, I first met this guy at Form 2, never even hollered at him, like did not like him automatically, but because we're hating on him, so there's no reason I was going to chat to him, like we had to hate on him. So yeah. I got chopped. It's now common knowledge. I lied about it then, but I can't lie about it now. It is what it is. And we eventually met in A-level. But whenever I used to think about going back to the school where I was, he was one of those people that were in my mind. But the point was, like,
this thing is giving us let's night.
Pause, bro. Fucking pause, bro. Let me learn.
Easy.
Anyway, so yeah, this brother, he is one of the people that make freedom sound like freedom. I don't mean that from a political perspective, but like carefree nigga. This guy ranks up on that list. And like he said, he is a debater. One of the things
Guys,
that
it's not a job.
I'm not saying
Everybody make
No,
it
I'm
sound
not-
like a job.
I don't put it up as a job.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying it is something you do, and it's one of the
I
things that
also do other things.
it's one of we'll let you chat about it. It's one of the things that I've always been that always had me thinking like, wow, guys actually do debating. Like, yeah, I'm not. I never like I never got convinced about debating. By the way, because for
But
the
you
most
argue with
part,
us all the time.
no. Like, I'm always arguing because I love a good argument. Yeah, but the thing about debating is whenever I used to listen to you guys, I used to hear a lie or two, but it would just go like smoothly. People like, let's carry on. I was like, no fact checking, no reality checks. But I did not sit in big debate houses to attend like maybe a session or two, so I do not know how
I don't know about the lying part, but sure.
I don't know. I don't know how you guys do the reality checks. But yeah, guys in the building today is the one and only Henry, aka Chewas, aka Chewadiang. No, that's not an aka. That's not an alias. Yeah.
That's becoming down.
Yeah. In the building today, we are joined by our brother, Henry Chewalianga. A staple to our minds on this pod whenever we think of guests. I'll have to say, you're someone that has always been coming up. Like, we need to host you. So, yeah. We are glad you're here finally.
I'm also thankful.
Thank you for coming.
By God's grace, I'm here.
Yeah, it's been.
You're a believer.
No,
we'll get to the chat later.
Stop doing that thing, man. Nothing.
We'll get to the chat later.
Why does this guy like throwing that thing up? No. Therefore, you are a believer.
Yes.
See how smooth he has gotten with telling the lie. Now he wants to make.
Give us a Bible chapter and verse.
My man did
Pastor Jaffa.
He asked me if I'm a believer. I said yes.
Okay, do you believe in God? Because there's
Yes.
We did div. So
I believe in God.
the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and
we
earth.
studied.
Anyway, man, let's
Yeah.
chat to us.
But that
One
is
for you.
Chewalianga
Yeah.
minus your Mtima felt intro. Remember Chewalianga. Talk about yourself. We'll get it.
So what's Mutima felt?
Heartfelt, brother.
I know, yes, but like why would someone come up with why would you think about such a thing? Very unpoetic, very uncoordinated. Mutima felt.
It's not my fault that I can pattern shit like that and you can't.
I know a guy called Heart Tender.
You see?
That's his.
No, like that makes sense. But what is Mutima felt?
So heart tender and Mutima felt just come on. Chat. Leave Chelsea in his pants.
Hi guys, my name is Henry Chawalianga. School, I think still call me Chawas. When I'm doing the other artistic stuff, writing poetry and all that other stuff, they call me Tupu.
Easy.
Tupu. Wait, like Tupu, like in reference to that Tupu cartoon?
Guys, no, it's a different
Thing, eh?
story. But everybody.
What's the
alludes to
origin
that
of
cartoon.
Tupu? We also need to know that.
All right. So there was this. I don't know. I was doing a research on like cultural stuff. Like, so we're reading about communities that aren't like talked about that much. So it came to me that there was everybody like someone guys, right? You know, guys with tats, eh. So they tupu in that term means something about growth, resilience,
Man.
kinship. It's just something.
I
But
hear
most
it.
people always refer to the chick with no feet.
Tupu was cool, man.
I mean, it was a good part of our childhood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
What do you want us to know about you? Like
you've not told us that you are in law school where you are.
Oh yeah, I'm still going. You're
go on.
asking about the tupu thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm in law school. I'm a law student. I studied at Islamic University in Uganda.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah.
Alaikum salam.
Do Muslims do that shit though? Muslims do.
Bro!
Muslims don't pull up that.
No. Dark.
What is that?
That's dark. Let the man learn.
At least I know they don't hold hands.
Don't take it
It
there.
was him who did it. I was like, come on.
Don't take it
But-
there.
Yeah. So I'm a law student at Islamic University in Uganda. I don't know. People like labeling themselves stuff. I'll just okay. I'll say I'm not not an activist, but just an advocate for human rights, women's rights, men's rights, and boy child, mental health, and yeah, that is me.
He's
Not
being a
much.
humble bragant here, but something I remember is that
says the
Hey.
model.
I know. I don't think okay, Chelsea has put in my head that I don't humble brag. Chelsea makes it look like
That you outrightly brag.
Yes, it makes it seem like my existence is bragant in its own right.
Rightly blessed, rightly blessed. I mean, not everyone's a model.
Very many people misunderstand other people's statements, and right now we are witnessing a situation of that sort. And I believe that we can learn from this situation right now. And I would encourage. I'm a carry on.
Don't take things out of
This is
context.
either PR or you would make a very good document. But how do you guys be?
Good man, good. We're going for you lot. Been good.
We've been good. We've been
My
good.
team is seated third on the table, fourth.
What team?
You wouldn't relate Chelsea FC, bro.
No, you watch soccer. Me, I know. I mean, I feel like at this moment,
Yeah.
everyone knows I don't watch soccer.
But your life is good, man.
For us, it's lonely at the top.
Bro, I'm giving you 2 game weeks. I'm giving you 2 game weeks.
Easy.
You have to London derbies and it's over for you lot.
Easy.
After those 2 London derbies, you're going to be seated third.
It's what all the other teams said before.
What team is it again?
Yeah, Magana.
Asna.
Asna.
Like ass.
No. It's just
So they changed
like he told you, he's a hater. So
So
just
they changed
like
it from Arsenal to Arsenal.
No, like
No.
when you listen to Arsenal,
if you listen to a Nigerian called Arsenal,
there's a lot of
they'll
us
just say
in Arsenal.
it's called
Like
Asna.
ass.
If you take it in a Nigerian accent, so Nigerians call Arsenal.
I'm putting it
Arsenal.
down that
I need to
do
give
not
this
rate-
guy his flowers, by the way. He is the one that gave me the contact to the first person that taught me pidgin. I've forgotten the girl's name. She's a Nigerian girl, by the way. She's doing glow as well. Forgetting her, but you don't give me the contact. She was teaching me pidgin for a minute around COVID time. Yeah.
To be honest, I will never rate pigeon.
Now you be Momo. Let's carry on.
See that shit right there. Okay, personally, it doesn't make sense how a language coordinates.
Doesn't make sense.
It's
to you,
not
but
supposed
it's
to make
beautiful.
sense.
The fact that's the thing. That's the thing about patois. That's the thing about Creole. That's the thing about pidgin. Any other form of pidgin, because there are various types of pidgin.
Slang and
It's
all that
in-house
stuff.
language. You get. It's the thing about slang. Like when, like it's
You see
something
how
we form.
you can see how some people do it with their slang. It's komot, shire, or mix you.
I was literally chatting to some grown people sometime back.
It's not supposed to make sense to you, but
yeah. And they're like, that's the best way as a country we get united. Because with these very many tribes in Uganda, we are either heading towards a near genocide or something that looks like it. Because we are so divided. Yeah, I said it. And that's the truth, man. Because we are so divided. And it stems because the argument was, I think we should have a discussion on this sometime.
So we need more Nteme single.
Like the argument was, as a country we are so divided because we don't have an official what's it called
Language.
like the
way of
language that
communication.
Yeah, because English is not good. English does not embody who we are.
Yeah, and you can hardly survive in Kampala if you don't know Uganda.
Yeah, so
because
we were like,
central.
my argument towards this was like, if we say it's going to be Luganda, there are people who are not going to accept because they feel like it's the Baganda stepping on them. And if you told the Baganda that let's get you lot another language to speak, they would also feel like no.
Because not everybody is like as open-minded as
so
we are.
The conversation eventually landed towards things around we need to form our own pidgin of sorts to establish a unity. So much as you don't treat it, the people that actually believe it's a national solution.
Like I've said, I've seen very many people rate it and use it. And to me, I'm like, hey man, do you, man?
Kaluka wada Jamaican people are done, fam.
No, like that's why I think at some point it's just bias. Because
you are just biased, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a very nice way.
I love patois.
That's a very nice way to self-harm. Carry on. You love patois.
Let's get into it, huh?
Mm.
So we're going to ask you a bit of questions. Now this is our get to know you. Ask you like our 5 to like 3 questions. Just to get you out there.
Quiz, okay.
Yeah.
What's your most delusional moment stood by?
The most delusional moment I have
Stood
ever had,
by.
and I saw I was really like everybody
And you
just said,
still stand on it today.
and that I'm delusional.
No, like this thing, or this moment, or idea, or thought, something like that.
Moment.
Okay, moment is long, but yeah.
Okay, idea to make it simple. Idea.
AI will take over the world.
No. That's a thought. Okay, delusional from your perspective. You get like I believe I'm going to be
get
great.
there.
You get. I believe I'm going to travel the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe I will be staying in Hague and
Yes,
working
sir.
under the ICJ. Basically,
Boom. Shoot has got a shoot.
it's delusional, but we'll get there.
I hear it.
We'll get there.
I mean, if 17 they go there, I mean,
manifesting.
you get me?
Yeah.
What's the riskiest text that you have sent to a person? And what did you do after?
So there was this thing. This thing. She was a baddie. Guys, it's not that deep. So she was a baddie. 10 out of 10, probably 12, 15 out of 10. I don't know. Give it a number.
My man is still sipping for that shit. 15 out of 10 up to now.
Yeah.
So this person walks up to me, and like my other boys were like having a party thing. She was around, so she greets everybody else, exchange numbers. So you know this thing of you have to actively be assertive about what you want. I think I was pushed. I think there was peer pressure. I was pushed to be a little bit too assertive. Now, publicly, I was supposed to text this person and tell them the intention today was to sleep with them. Not my intention, but
why are you taking it away from yourself? Not my intention.
Due to public demand.
Due to public demand, apparently I was supposed to have coitus.
Interruptus.
with this person. And this is, I think, the riskiest text I've ever sent, because she was in like, I don't want to sound sexist. Like we used to commonly call it a PTA, where like the girls are in a group and they're exchanging information.
Yeah, they do, and they pride on it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I sent the text. She was with everyone, and see what the man them said.
Well, now comes the final question.
Ever seen Smoke? You remember Smoke? The guy just.
So now, the question that I want to ask: Did you hear?
That was a risky text before.
It was a risk for a reason.
A win is a win, huh? A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Carlin, the cringiest thing you've done to impress the opposite gender.
Cringiest thing to impress the opposite gender. Karaoke. And sang one of these. No.
Carry on. No, don't listen to that guy.
Definitely out of character.
I've not been to karaoke before, though.
Definitely out of character. No, there's karaoke night for like different places. So when
it's just
you know the kind of music.
Why are you smiling like that? It's just peanut butter.
You know the kind of thing I'm into, right? So that kind of hip hop music. So imagine a person who is more into like Kendrick and Drake publicly singing about unknown.
Wait, unknown this UG artist.
You're getting for freshers ball and like pretended to know how to sing.
That guy is a good musician, though, man.
Yeah, he is.
He has good vocals, though.
So wait, his voice was gone that day. What?
Okay, do this, yeah?
Defend.
I've not listened to his music like seated. Now I'm listening.
Like live. We're talking
No,
about
no, no.
live.
I'm saying
Mm.
okay. I'm going to come there, but pause. But but I've listened to people try to sing his music because of people around me and the places we go to. I've got into that this guy is called Unknown, and he has a couple hits and shit.
He's a good artist.
Maybe because I was not there. I feel like it could have gone wrong because it was alive. Was it?
Yeah, it was live.
It was alive. Eh? No. A live performance or like live band and shit.
No, live performance.
Live performance. Okay, maybe it was just a bad
Freshers
vocals
Ball.
day. Maybe it was just a bad
Freshers
vocals
Ball.
day. But he's a good musician, honestly, because I've listened to people sing his shit and I'm like,
his music's good.
Yeah.
I just don't trust him singing.
Describe your ex in one word. Should we just take the side?
Yeah, the side is enough.
We take the side. In case your browser history leaked, where would you prefer? The family group or your work group?
Yo.
Even those ones in incognito. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have much to be ashamed of. Family group.
Zzz. Kawa. We will end that at that.
The last one, weirdest combo, the weirdest food combo you like. The last guy left us traumatized, brother. JJ.
Food combo as in now or before?
Any, as long as you've made it before.
You know this shit.
You're weirdest, but you still kill for it. You would roll that shit up together all over again.
Rolex, Sumbi, fries, TS.
One guy. Don't make it sound like you didn't do it, because once you said it, I imagined you. Pause. But you're the person that.
Is that I told him he knows?
I've seen you do that shit before. In my head, it makes much more sense that you do it.
It's just a distortion of image in your head. Moving on. Now we're getting into the situation room. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I hear is mad. My wife stopped having sex with me, so I stopped doing things for her.
Continue.
Crazy.
Me, 37 male, right? Then the wife, 32 female. That's for context.
Stop giving privileges because Monday was not getting.
So, I've been married for the past 7 years. We have 2 kids. For the first few years, sex was great. Not just the physical part, but the connection. Yeah. Then, about 3 years ago, slowed down a lot. Now, we're basically roommates who co-parent. I've tried to initiate. I've tried talking about it. I've tried planning date nights, even helping more around the house. You do anything for that puss.
Something like that, but carry on.
I'm sorry.
I get you.
Right? Cool. So every time I bring it up, she says she's too tired or not in the mood. Or that I make her feel pressured by even bringing it up.
Sounds familiar, but let's go on.
So about a year ago, I just stopped. Stopped doing the little things I used to do for her. Making coffee in the morning, leaving notes. Man.
About time. Continue.
This guy was living in a very white relationship. What do you mean making coffee? And
Wait, he's African?
Yes. How man is he? Things
Things
right away. Giving her massages, planning surprises, right? I still pull my weight with the chores and the kids. But the extras felt pointless when I'm basically being treated like a platonic roommate. And my boyfriend, husband, roommate.
It's like that man situation. But that's not even a male-female roommate situation.
Now she's upset that I've changed and that I'm not as loving anymore.
You saw the red flag, baby.
I told her straight up that love feels different when it's one-sided. How do I fix this?
She say, "Rude, you're not
Quick question, yeah?
True.
Is marriage about sex?
Unpopular opinion? Very much so.
I think it's beyond that.
Okay, if it's beyond that, what percentage of marriage should sex take?
60.
Is it?
You're just saying that now.
Yeah, I also feel like we really rate sex so much when
Sex
it comes
is
to marriage
so overrated.
because we do not get what marriage is about, man.
I think if I was marrying someone because I'm supposed to have privileges to sleep with them and get lash at like any time in the night, might as well not marry them and just
You people are
just drive up to like a place and just drive up to like I mean these people are there, just drive up to campus and just tell one of these girls, hop in,
Yeah.
let's
No, for me, I'm not putting it in that sense of it's only about sex. Because I think that's what you guys are talking. Or maybe I never understood the question properly. What I meant by that is sex is a very big uniting factor in a marriage. That's why even people
Okay,
who go
yeah,
in
it-
for like
true that,
marriage
that.
counseling and all of that shit, they encourage to have sex more, experiment, do things. Because honestly speaking, as much as
Yeah, but the man them tried. So how it ended
I'll
up.
honestly speak my mind. I will not marry someone because I want to have sex with them for the rest of my life.
I think it's part of the reason.
That is like 10%.
it's someone you have to look at every day and be
I
like,
need because
"Damn."
I need to be able to look at you and not feel sexually moved, but still feel like I have a partner in my person over there. You get me? Like I'm going through shit with this person
That's
on
something.
any given day when the shit shows up.
That's something I read, and this guy was like, have you ever seen someone that you want to fuck their brains out, but still want to cook a meal for them and make sure that they're emotionally stable?
Is that just people guilt tripping because I finally got what I want? Now I'm trying to give you back a little bit.
It's not even about that.
Okay, I have a very bad opinion on sex, so
Yes.
you guys might as well just carry on because I don't feel like sex really matters in a marriage. If you're having kids together, then the only time it gets sticky if this person is having sex with someone else. That's why I feel like
Okay, so you are comfortable sleeping with someone else outside the marriage if sex is not important for the marriage.
my point is it's not the only time it would get. I feel like it gets worrying for that dude is if she's sleeping with someone. But if she
But
isn't,
she is like
no, they
read the
no,
situation.
no.
through.
Sometimes, to be honest, sometimes women just get like their
She
sex
is
clocks just wind down.
32.
Yes, she has
Asatu
kids.
miaka satu
She has
mwevili.
kids. She has kids. Have you thought about that? She has
because
kids.
of the kids, the libido.
It's possible.
Come
no,
on,
no, think
bruv.
about it. Think about it.
Menopause happens
Think
at
about
age.
it.
Let him cook.
You
Let him
have
cook.
kids. You have a career. When are you going to get time for? Because you're a mother. You're cooking. You're preparing your kids for school.
You make time, bro.
Okay. Well,
And
we don't have a woman here.
The madam is doing all the chores.
No, he's not doing. He's just helping.
Okay, he's helping with the
Helping,
chores.
yeah.
Yes. And I would hate to believe that this man does not have any additional help apart from the wife. Okay, let's just assume that for the situation's sake that they are simply two, right? I still actively think that at some point you need to have time for yourselves, the two of you. But this woman has conveniently alluded and averted from any interaction. Like she's willing to do everything. She can cook, clean, take the kids to school, do everything. Anything concerning my man's, nah. Like unless you're like if busy was the term, then probably she's no longer getting time for the kids.
Time
She's
for
no
the
longer
house and
getting
everything.
time for the house. She's just too busy like chasing her dreams. But she
There
is
is that.
yes.
Have you ever been locked in? You don't even want to see.
But you have time
girl
for the
around
kids. Do you
No, no,
sleep
no.
with the kids at night or you sleep with your man?
Do you guys get to a point where you just want to sleep next to the person, not with the person?
The man is not even saying that he wants lash every day.
The
He's
man just
saying
wants
that
to get some.
at a point he wants some. Like
Get
Monday,
you some soap, bro. Like what the hell? If she is not in it,
The fuck?
she's married. Like we
Brother.
are married.
no,
Come
she's not
on,
in
brother.
it. Have a conversation about it.
Do you know how
Get to
He's
know
tried.
why.
He said he did.
He's tried. He's tried.
And she's just eluding it.
She's just saying, I'm
And
busy.
when he brought it up
I'm
consistently,
tired.
you are pressuring me, fam.
I honestly think
I personally think 32 is still a sexually active age for a woman.
Yeah.
yes,
That's
it's still
bad.
a sexually active age, but
She doesn't own a dildo.
and you know so well, because you're the one that's always preaching sex here. You know so well that no, you know so well.
unapologetically called him father was sex.
No, like you know so well that there are people who actually are not into sexual activity like that. Like
By the time you have kids, you're into it, sir. 2 kids.
At 32, you already have 2 kids.
You're in it. Deep.
okay, I've honestly gotten to a point where
Some people only have 1 kid by that time.
I've gotten to a point where
Given
I'm
to
convinced women actually do not rate sex like we do. So for her, no, hear me out.
Okay.
So for them to easily step back and just go on a, now I'm not having that shit no more is easier than for us. So I see
True
it
that.
being, because I'm imagining she is not cheating. I just imagine she.
You want to believe she's
for
not
a
cheating.
year, if you are not, then you've not had the kid. You're not, unless you're helping another man set another family and you guys are preparing. But right now, nah. I just feel like she's
Okay.
just you off of it.
You can't move like that, man.
My take is this. I think sex does contribute a crucial thing in the marriage, because when you fight, what do you do when you're making up, like getting back together?
Ratting. What is man chatting about? Have you listened to that Kendrick song? We cry together. That's what this guy is trying to insinuate right now. When you fight, like, you guys don't find makeup sex toxic. Why? Fuck, you loud are so fucking toxic. Bro. Nah.
No.
That's why I said
You have argued, you've seen the worst in each other. Now that you've resolved it, you're seeing the best in each other.
So,
Then-
bruh. You guys actually
Well landed.
believe makeup sex is a solution to arguments.
It's not a solution. You've solved the problem. What next? You've talked, like, for example, you have your woman and you've said, babe, I didn't like what happened, and I did it because of this. You argue about it. You're like, honestly, I'm sorry I didn't see things from your perspective. I'm very sorry, genuinely sorry that I didn't see things.
So how do you get back
I
on
now
the same frequency?
I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to see it better.
Post a fight, I don't want to chat to you. Like, let's keep this beef going for at
Now,
least 3
see-
days.
Now, see,
What do you mean the
that's
beef
the
is
thing.
gone?
Sex is supposed to remove that amount of tension.
That's why I'm saying. So it's a solution.
No.
We've already this point, right? We've finished the argument. We have disregarded it.
We've seen the
We
worst
are
in each
settled the
other.
address.
We have decided to eradicate that and see beyond that, resolve, move forward.
How are you supposed to set this?
No,
You're
let's-
going to share a bed with for the next 3 days.
Because it's fun, bro. Let's beef for a minute, as in.
And he has the audacity to call us toxic.
No, that's not toxic.
The
That
fuck
is
you
fun.
mean you're not arguing and you're going to keep quiet at me for 3 days?
No, you want to have some
No,
fun.
no, like that's fun. Like,
Look at it.
let's
Okay,
be kids
no,
again.
okay, look at it this way. It's like I say, Chelsea, my bro, we had a fight, right? And I'm saying, I can say, let me take you out for drinks. Let's just go play pasa, right?
That is a way to.
So married people are not going to play pasa.
Bro, I'm not even holding the part with you, like, bro. Like, no, I can't go.
You know, that right there is some toxic shit.
That's
Immediately.
petty.
Because no,
You're just a petty person.
They're going to call me out for this thing. Eh? But bro, at work sometime, then we got into an argument with someone, like a bunch of us with another bunch. So during the fight, guys are going to eat me up, but bro, also it's not a podcast and chat about shit. Okay, so we're seated, so we're getting into a fight. I'm in an argument, and then this guy makes a crazy position. This guy's like, "All right, man, I feel I'm suspecting you're not okay. Get a bottle of water. Get a bottle of water." Guy goes to the fridge, like in the office where we were, pulls out a bottle of water, gives it to him. This is boat stuff. He hands it to him. This guy says, "No, I don't even want the water. I don't drink sorry even." So we're like, "Bro, it's just water." Like, "No, me I drink water. Me I drink this other, like there was another brand of, may I bring this water? I mean, I'm not even thirsty, man. I don't want it. Like that's how I want my relationship to be. Like let me be petty. Like when I sit and think about you, I'm
I
not
get
even
it
thinking about
now.
the petty shit.
I
I'm
get
like,
it
bro,
now.
how lovely, how kiddish. Like,
Okay, miss, we get you.
you've seen who has gunned first. You've seen who has pulled the gun out first.
Tell me.
There were no boobs there. Come on.
Ideally, I genuinely think after the argument, the lady is most likely going to pull that.
Me regardless. Because the idea here is
Because
to
regardless,
clear the tension
it's
out
to
of
clear
the
the
way.
tension.
If and okay, I think I'm done with the problem, but I can't have makeup sex, bro. That feels like some toxic shit.
It's okay.
Regardless.
It sounds like we cry together. So
Okay, yeah, but sex is a crucial thing to
That's
just
what they call a
it's
good
just to
marriage.
move things forward, having kids, you're stressed. I mean, people literally have sex at campus because they're stressed and call people to have sex with. Why
no,
go
because
look
we are kids. This is now our marriage.
The fuck you
You
mean?
want to relieve
Yeah,
your stress
kids,
how?
bruv.
Bro, like there are very many ways to relieve your stress.
You wouldn't want to bury or burn stress with the woman you love, the woman you've chosen to marry and spend the rest of your life with.
Now there are better situations in which you can have.
No. You're gonna read yourselves what? Hansel and Gretel?
Personally, I feel like I want to marry someone who I always want to fuck every day. Like I see
That's
you
why
and I'm like,
that's why
yes,
I'm confident.
sister.
I'm confident you guys
Now
are going
me-
to be surprised by marriage. You guys are going to be surprised by marriage.
There's
I
a way-
genuinely think it's beyond sex, though. I think there's a lot of other things that marriage
Therefore,
is
what's the longest
comprised
you've been
of.
in a relationship?
Trust, being able to communicate, being able to understand each other, trust each other, support each other. There's a lot of stuff within it, of which sex is a part, for me to make the marriage meaningful. So to this nigga, this homeboy of mine, I genuinely think he's doing the most to make the marriage afloat. Anything any married person can do.
But the woman is
Your wife is not really leaning
Okay,
in.
let me ask you
So
guys.
let me try to meet you halfway. Let me start helping you with the kids. Let me start helping
I
you
hear
with the
it, by the way,
chores.
I respect the effort you put in, but from the lady's perspective, I feel like it's just a normal thing. You expect that to happen. Anyway, so
No,
Okay, let me ask you guys.
But she's
Let me ask you
nonchalantly
guys.
now blowing it
Let me ask
off
you guys
as you no
something
longer
very
make for
personal.
me breakfast.
You know,
But initially,
What's-
she just didn't care in the first place.
Okay, let me ask you guys something.
But the thing is, what happened to that? It's the thought that counts, because the man is doing all this effort. This must represent some form of love. Like, at least she cannot deny that she's not
The man's
reading
not
off.
committed.
She's not reading off love. She's not reading off care. She's not reading off anything. And man's not even doing it to just get some. He's literally just doing it to like get
Help
closer
out.
to his woman, help out,
Yeah, I
be
read that
supportive,
effort and I respect
be
it.
the
That's okay.
husband. And this woman is saying, I want none of that.
Okay, I read
That's what her
that.
feedback is saying.
if she's not
Like,
getting
yo-
it from him, she's getting it from somewhere
Else, you know,
Let me not protract this, but
like if you believe it or
Sometimes
not,
I really
there are
feel
very
like
likely reasons
some
why.
people actually look out of their sex life for a minute because of what's going on around.
This is beyond sex. Chelsea, this woman is now emotionally attached to someone else. This man has made breakfast. He probably has work. He has woken up before work, made breakfast for this woman, and brought it to her bed. If you get no emotional feedback from your woman of any kind, something's gotta be up. Because that emotional feedback is going to someone else who just
laying it down there.
second chanced his way
All
to your
right,
woman's heart.
all right, okay. Let's get into today's
Yeah.
main event, today's gist here. I got this off of an ex feed. Some days back, I shared it with him, and they're like, "Yeah, this is good for a chat," and you turned out the best candidate for such a convo. Yeah, yeah.
Express by reservation.
Yeah. So, first and foremost, we need to give credit to where we got this from. We got this from Weird Confessions Uganda. Yeah, off of their X feed, so you guys can go and follow them. Yeah, and all that. But I
After you
believe,
follow us, of course.
yeah, I mean, come on.
Follow,
So-
like, and comment.
Okay, this is from someone. Okay, a lecturer of sorts. Yeah, a lecturer, not of sorts. A lecturer that shared this, and then
what do you mean?
And then these guys actually relayed it onto us. Unpopular opinion from my university lecturer. I know it's examination season right now in schools across the country, but here is something you should consider. Do not bring your daughter, son, brother, sister to university. There is no reason to. Unless that kid is so brilliant. And I mean so brilliant. Natural, uncontested brilliance. Not just passing papers and good grades, because kids cheat, but also do schools. Then there is no reason to bring them to university. And like I say, I'm a university lecturer, but even I chose to not take my own daughter through university. Listen, the odds are stacked against them. White collar jobs are at an all-time low. The world has shifted. Most of the stuff they are learning right now has either become irrelevant, automated, or redundantly superficial. We are graduating hundreds of thousands of students each year that are somehow supposed to take the same 100 jobs. Your parents, us, got jobs because we used to see 20 people in a class and 7 would drop out along the way. You kids are 300 in a class, and that's just one course in one university. And there are 43 accredited universities in this country. So let's say best case scenario, we take 50 students, just 50 from that course, and multiply that by just 20 universities. Of the 43 accredited universities, just 20 universities. That's still 1,000 graduates hoping to get the same white collar job every single year. But you know what kinds of jobs are virally in demand right now and require half the financial investment a university degree demands? Essential technical jobs that are the backbone of everyday living, that people require every single day. Nobody requires a lawyer every single day. And they are profitable too. The only difference between the people that did them then versus now is that those people were illiterate, and there were no mobile phones and no social media, and they couldn't market themselves to potential clients. My daughter does electrical. I put her through a technical, not campus. She easily earns $1 million plus a month. Quarter of that from finding her on social media. She speaks English fine, so her clientele is automatically expanded. She does a job with professionalism that comes with being educated. She's making more money now than her friends at uni who are still at law school, hoping to work for some firm someday by battling 200 other law graduates. Electricians, plumbers, welders, mechanics, barbers, hairstylists, beauticians, nail techs, real estate agents, heavy machinery operators. There is an uptick for educated people in these fields. It's worth some thought. These people make more money than most of us. You just don't know about it because they are not your crowd. I don't know. Does this make sense? Because when I read this, what crossed my mind was, what the fuck are we doing, bro? What the hell is uni, man?
For starters, you felt like we're the experts to talk about unemployment.
No.
Do we like have more accreditation for
okay, not
being unemployed?
not unemployment per se, but it goes down to whatever we have done the past 20 years of our lives. Is this all worth it? Because at the end of the day, you've studied for 20 years, some even 30, and you are going to end up in a shop along Pioneer Mall. No offense to people there. But the point is, you're going to end up in the informal sector despite your education. Most people, I'm not going to say you because nobody knows where we are going, but like hypothetically. But most people, there are more people that are out there hustling, yet they went to school, than there are people that are actually feeding on what took them to school.
I believe school is overrated. More so by the generation that benefited the most out of it, which is our parents.
And I think personally, I think this is the problem. Is the generation we have that we are under has like a higher affinity to do something else, right? Like honestly
Is it
speaking,
though?
I have a feeling most people are doing the course because the family has expectations. So you're doing medicine because your dad sees an A in bios and feels surgeon.
Really?
By
Doctor
extension.
in you.
I feel like people do these things because we have been programmed to believe that's what success looks like.
And that's what I'm saying.
Success looks like a
It's
nice
not be,
tie.
that's what I'm saying. Your parent doesn't just say, now you're going to be a doctor. They make it look like it's the biggest thing that probably that can be achieved. I'll give you a perspective, personal perspective from my dad. So my dad's a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised the day I found out. It's like, look at this kid, the son of a doctor, being this chill. This guy was a chill guy, man. I've never seen a more chill guy in my high
So
school.
he's a doctor, and he because in his day, that's the kind of work that got him there, that still gets him by. He believes that that's the kind of work that can still
Keep a man going.
that can still keep a man going, because it keeps him going. And he has this very interesting thing that he says, and I think that's what makes our white collar sector so lucrative. He says, as a doctor, you're the patient. You don't dictate how much you give me. I dictate how much I give you. I don't know if you
I
get
hear
it.
it, I hear it.
You get it.
One more time?
You have malaria. You're not gonna treat yourself. You're coming to me for treatment. I'm definitely going to bill you based on how I think you ought to be treated. If I tell you that you need this, you don't know any better. You need it. And like, even if you Googled some stuff or ChatGPT your way out of like medication, you still need a doctor to give you feedback on like whatever is going on. And I think that's what makes the white collar sector very lucrative. You want, yes, you for some reason have got your 3 meals from yoga, right? But you have a business, but most of those businesses, if you check stats, they don't really spend a year afloat. So they haven't studied, yes, but the businesses never spend a year. That's because some people believe you need the knowledge to actually operate a business. So there is money that comes out of it, like not just I'm getting 1 million a month. Like, I think a doctor on average, and I think this is like, if actually, I'll just say a doctor on average, right? So let's look at doctors that are actually on salary. I Some friend of mine, right? We've been going to hospital to like check on his fracture, right? And this doctor like pages in whatever time he feels like. He's like, nah, I'm coming at 3. So if the patient doesn't want to come at 3, that's on him. I'm only available at 3. That kind of thing. In business, you're the simp. I'm not. You get it? You need the customer more than the customer needs you. So that's the problem with all the other jobs. That a plumber may not necessarily dictate his work, because there'll always be someone else to do it. The thing with white collar jobs is that there is a standardization, I think, of some kind. You're not going to pay a lawyer 50K to do paperwork for you. Like, he also knows I've studied 4 years for this stuff. Even right now, where I am right now, at where I'm studying law school, the of course, people who know you are not probably a lawyer, but they know you have the knowledge and the skills. They're gonna say, we need you to help us need you to help me make an affidavit, right? I want you to probably make some paperwork for me. I want a like declaration of memorandum of understanding. If you know how to do it, now, for example, I studied contract law in year 1, so I can to some extent know what a contract should have, what it needs. I can craft one for you. If you call me, I'm not gonna tell you I need 50K for a contract. I'm gonna tell you I want 500,000 for the contract. And the law firm is gonna ask you for way higher than that. Like, the quality is still high even when you're in school, even when you get out. The problem, however, is that how many of those jobs are there? And that's where the problem is. That's what brings me to some opinion where it was a friend gathering, and this guy says he doesn't believe he's going to take his kids to school as things stand right now. No varsity, no A level, no O level, because he's saying it's not that school is a bad place. It's just that right now, if you in our country as it is now, school is ideally not really the place to take your kid, because school is also trying to figure out what school is.
Yeah, that's why.
You get it? You're sending your kid to a new curriculum, but do the teachers even know what they're setting? Do they understand what, like, they're gambling their way out of this? Like, is this because it's now marking off based off critical thinking and all that stuff? Like, you're getting a kid with a 180 IQ to be marked with someone who can't assess whether this answer is critically smart or a product of critical thinking or not. Like that's terrible assessment for your kid. From Form 1, A level is worse. It's a new curriculum and everyone is just, like they have a booklet, but they don't understand what they are teaching. So why take your kid there when you can? Because that's what his philosophy was. Why take my kid through all that to take them through a system that doesn't even understand how it's functional? It's supposed to like provide some value addition to my child. I can just buy a very nice PC, sit them on, give them fully internet access. They learn how to manage AI or probably learn something about AI training, something that is more in line with where the world's going than keep. So I think the idea of not keeping your kids in school, from his perspective, to me made so much sense. But still, like if you look at the flip side of it, you can genuinely understand why people are still taking these courses regardless.
Because okay, the real question here is, don't you guys think education is wasted on us? For the
Is
most bit, especially tertiary education, university and shit,
is what?
wasted on us. Like we are just
Oh, we just
spending time to get certification that, yeah, guess what? We have this accreditation from the matrix. So to put it, the matrix. But here we are. I know people racking up like crazy
yeah.
from things on the side. And like this guy is saying, like, technically, we think 800K a month is a flex, 1.2 is a flex, 3M is a flex a month. In one sitting, on a lucky day, as a plumber, you can make a 10M deal.
True.
In one sitting. That means you run this deal up for 2 weeks, get your job done, put it to the right quality you must put it at, leave that place. In that month, you bag 10M. Can cover you for the next 3 months. In the
This
next 3 months,
nightlife.
you can still land another deal. You
Yeah.
get me? So I really believe, man.
And-
Okay, for me, this is the reason I agree with him is I really thought at the pinnacle of employment, the guys with a cheat code are the lecturers. Because he's a guy that's going to teach a month and he's making 9M. Some are making 20. Some are in the double digits of the M's. But if they're also complaining, that shows you something. If they are there and they're also complaining, now think about the fact that
That's so true.
you are not controlling your time. Because for me, I think we've had this conversation before. My main concern always is my time. And it's the reason I'm afraid of employment. I want to be able to control my time. I need to be able to wake up on a Monday. I'm like, nah, we try again on Wednesday.
Yeah, and
I'm good. But you can't get that with employment.
See,
you have to show up on Monday.
See the same breath with the plumber thing. I think people like have this faith. Like they are, when they say like I should be a business person because Steve Jobs is able to like make shit work, or Jeff Bezos is like a very successful entrepreneur. It's the same thing with lawyers, and lawyers is just crazy because if you know you're smart, you can make it in law school. Okay, fine, I can make it as an average student in law school. Personally, I don't really have a problem with that. But when I get into the law firm, I'm gonna do so much stuff that's gonna get me up there. I just need to get up there. And the funny thing with our course that I've realized is that in law school, university, you need to be the A student. But outside like at the law firms, it's not even really your knowledge of the law that really gets you there. It's mostly either your ability to like interact with friends, like people at your workspace, the law firm, your ability to be well connected. Yes, you at some extent need the knowledge. I'm not saying you need to have like, like the pinnacle, like the fountain of legal knowledge. Nah. Sometimes it's just you just need to have good enough grasp of that law, have the right people to be nice, act proper in a workspace. Basic, you get it.
Okay.
You get it there, and mostly
in other words, they're just supposed to conform.
Yeah, and you just need to have an affinity for what we call advocacy. So you know the law, but can you, like, if I'm hiring a lawyer, are you the person I can? Like, I think one time, we have a relative has a law firm, so he was telling me about It's like, no, my daughter, she's not like the A student. She's done with the bar. She can probably like be able to be an advocate, right? But the question is, sorry, she can represent it. She has the diploma for legal practice. She's just waiting on enrollment. I don't want to bore you with all that stuff. But he says, on any day, I would send my daughter over like a bunch of other A law students. Not because she is my daughter, but because she invested into the practical application of it. So that's what I'm saying. You don't need a lot to get you by. And the issue is that when you get there, when you start advocacy, representing in court, you're gonna ball farm. There are cases where people have been able to, like, for example, someone saying, I need to appeal and get back like 2 billion. When you get back the 2 billion, this guy is like, sure, have about 400 million for yourself. Life-changing money. So,
But
some
to how
peop-
many people does that happen to? That's for me my biggest concern, because
and people have always
you will
dismissed
hear,
that
you will
because
hear all those deals because I've had quite a band, 600, 500 M's, and you're like, yeah, that's what.
you
But
said you can do that.
how many people is it happening to?
And that's the deal breaker across all professions. How many are getting? Do you
That's
get
why
that
I'm
point?
saying, and that's what this person is saying in here, that when it comes to the what uni prepares us for, because truth is that education, as we know it right now in Uganda, I'm not trying to bash our education system, that's a discussion for another day, is only preparing us to be conformist.
But education as a
going to the
concept is just
company-
supposed to be conformist in nature.
As I'm saying, like, that's the question I was asking. Isn't education wasted on us? Because why am I conforming? Look at the people that have broken through and are doing things on a world scale. How many of them are conformists?
Yeah, they aren't. But I'm gonna be honest. I still think, regardless, a very good number of people do need education, because if you look at the people who have found success in other ways, they aren't average. They really are not average.
They aren't average, but you're dealing with a majority population that is average.
The education system is the only pathway where those people who are average can at least get something to get them. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So if you're studying something, for example, with international business, right? Outside, any day Jaffa is gonna go. He was studying what, Egyptian languages and science stuff before he got into school, so he can go to Egypt and like do something with that.
Can you?
Yeah, no, man. As people be grinding there as we're chilling.
Ah,
So the question is, for him, he can't do something. The question is on the average Joe right now. Your life has been average the entire life. You reach school, you don't want to do anything outside waking up in the morning, brush your teeth, go to class, probably sit next to your crush, do some nasty if you get lucky, and then go back, holiday, go plot, stay indoors, plot, indoors. You're just there. Netflix.
Textbook human being.
Do you get it? The real average human being. That person has never read books. If I tell them about Mozart, the type of people, if you tell someone about Mozart, if you've ever read about Mozart, they're gonna be like, nah, who's that? Like things that you need to do to get extra, but that most individuals don't do. Now, education forces you there. That's the thing. You don't want to do it, but you're now studying music, right?
no, but
So you have to make a historical
let me
presentation
illustrate
on
for you
that.
something. Let me illustrate for you something. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me use him as our, what is it called? Guinea fowl. Yeah,
Guinea pig.
as read fowl. Oink oink. Ah. Okay, let's use Jeffa. Jeffa, how many are you in your class?
Many.
Number, bro.
How many at least? Like, what's the flow?
If I'm to estimate, given the 3 shifts, generally be like, let's go with 500.
500. How many job opportunities would you imagine are available at large? If you just blew it out of your mind, like, okay, maybe it's this,
In the particular field, I mean?
the particular program you're doing at university. How many jobs do you imagine exist, like ranges, maybe a PRO, which, all that stuff?
Now, the problem with my course is that we learn bits and bobs from everything. So I can go into an accounting field, I can go in PR, I can go in human resource, I can go in statistics, I can branch off anywhere. So for my course, it's a lot. Though it's only limiting factor is that you have to get extra certification.
So that I'm
So
saying now, that's what I'm trying to show you. Now imagine someone that just went to UMI and did pure ACCA or CPA, that stuff.
They are better.
See what I'm saying? Like, there is a bunch of 500 kids working in 3 shifts to study every day.
It's not going to have to do with them.
And then there are some 40 at UMI chasing their CPA. Nowadays, even the CPA numbers are crazy. Sometimes I was somewhere where they do exams from, and I was like, what? The whole Uganda is here to do CPA. But you can imagine the people that at UMI that clocked it, that is on the degree. If you want to get into accounting, it's a CPA. Looking for the CPA. So the reason I picked interest in this is that it has been a key thing on my mind for the largest chunk of this year. Like, what the heck is this we are doing?
I think not all is lost.
Not all is lost because, well, we've turned out eloquent, we've turned out beautiful at
Yeah.
expression, but Henry,
That's just a half of it.
step beyond the lawyer and the doctor, because trust me, even on that, you've not convinced me. But I want to look at the
Yeah.
student at MOBS.
And that's just a half of
A
it.
student at MOBS.
And that's just a half
Or
of it.
a student, because the best illustration, shout out to my people, I'm not trying to gun at you, are the UCU people. UCU enrolls those students like crazy. On the internet, I was seeing a meme.
The question
Like,
is how many are
UCU
quality
class.
anyway.
But they are all going to come out. They are all going to come out, regardless of their quality, because they say sometimes quality doesn't matter as long as you get into the workplace.
Yeah,
Now,
connections and
imagine
all.
they are all out, and now they go for the bar. The bar is also going to ask them.
Man,
You get that's
that
also
one.
some crazy aperture over there legally. What is going to happen to those people? Are they going to finally cloak that university 3 years were a waste of time? Because now imagine someone that's at MOBS right now, say in a class of 500 people in just the university. The people in business school at Chambogo, you get the people in other business schools around the 43 accredited
Some other universities
in
we don't
So
know.
what this guy is trying to say, how are they going to make
Mountains
it
of the moon.
Because do you know what it means to spend 23 years studying and you end up doing hand-to-mouth living?
In my opinion, I feel like education right now is a waste of time. No me to the course, but that is it. Because the fact that I've been, can I say dabbling or dipping my fingers into
Pause.
fuck off. But like
You don't
into
condone any abusive language in the podcast, do we?
into particular fields, yeah. But it's how people working in these fields are doing the very opposite of what they said. On
Sarah's
Friday,
cakes.
Thursday, Wednesday, I had a chance to go for a PR competition, right? And there's these guys who are, because it was a field, and like there were very many things they're doing. Some are doing PR, doing digital marketing, designing, and all these other things, right? And the guy who won the competition the last year, I had the chance to like interact with him and had like a small chat. It's called Benjamin. Benjamin told me that he's an engineer. I'm not sure if it is electrical, mechanical, something, but something co-engineer, right? And this man is here doing graphics design. See? But the fact that he has an accredited degree, right? This man is well read, but he still chooses life threw him into design. And right now you meet him, he's confident about it. He's like, I do design and it brings me money. Because we asked him how much he earns, and right now he's employed and he's earning north of like I think 3 points for doing graphics. Sometime at uni, we have these different now at business school we have these different things where they bring companies inside and they talk about like They tried to batter themselves up. Now, I'm not sure which it was, but it was some account. It was some, what do they call that shit? Not accounting. Uh,
Auditing.
yes, it was some auditing firm. These guys came and all the employees that they brought up to be our motivational speakers or to educate us. None of them had a degree in accounting or auditing. As I tell you, studied education, I didn't finish school, I am this and this, but fields in which they were unrelated to. But they were able to get into those spaces and do similar jobs that so-called educated people have failed to get. Some other thing, I was on TikTok sometime, and there was a woman
Interesting.
who dug a tunnel under her house, and she was trying over to make, where is it, cave shelter or something like that. They go to school for that shit. Apparently, you have to go and learn how to
Yeah, the tunnel thing is crazy because
excavate.
I'm very sure it's a study discipline because it is key to war and that. So
This woman digs a tunnel, right? Her neighbors report her. The police comes, the county, something is involved. They tell her to stop.
Woman is a mole.
This woman goes and she educates herself. No uni, know what? Educates herself, gets even into the legal technicalities of what is going on. So this woman, I don't know if it's land excavation, and also she also learned law. She went there, represented herself, defended herself, proved that her tunnel was up to the what they call it, to the state's qualification, and she was permitted. And that's just one story. There's also this other story of a lawyer guy. In Kenya or
the Kenya
somewhere.
guy.
This guy
Kenyan have inspector.
never went to school.
Whenever to law
Never
school,
did
but
work.
was winning court cases like
for real,
crazy.
I
And-
had a bit of it.
And by the time they caught him, this man had a track record, I think, of like 23 cases.
And he was
Won.
unbeaten. He won all of
Crazy.
it.
Without anything. And when they asked him, he was like, man, I was broke. And I was like, how am I going to do this? Let me go in court. He dressed up sometime. He approached some guy and he's like, you're the representative. The guy was like, yes. I don't even know how the fuck. But when he was caught, the state was impressed. And I think why they put him through like a mini course, like I think over for like months or something. And he was there and then accredited a lawyer. And now he's earning back. What does that show? That I feel like the education system has been too overrated at this point. Because if you look at our parents,
Yeah.
everyone thinks you go to school, that's the only set of success.
If your kid turned up one morning, like, I'm daddy, I'm tired, bro. Come on.
One thing is,
Are you letting him?
let me land. To answer your question, I would scrutinize the decision because I'd ask you, fine, you're tired of school.
What
are
do you
going
have?
to do that's going to put you somewhere in life?
What plan do you have to get by life? If you
Good.
don't have the plan, then this is
Stay in
the only
school.
plan.
Because very many people think Akine now, like Steve Jobs, all of those things. Step out of school, you're going to get employed because they feel like if someone did it, you can also do it.
The
I
reason
don't
why we
believe
want the reason why we want to slap motivational speakers.
Those guys left school, but this guy had in his head, he had a vision. He was like, fine, I'm going to leave school to focus on my coding and my
You
programming.
never leave school just because
You
want
remember
to leave
Mark
school.
Zuckerberg?
There are kids
Smart,
who do
No
that.
one
class.
is leaving school because they want to
He-
leave. People will leave school because they are feeling like, yo, you know, I'm on some Kanye right now. I could be the next Kanye. I just need to focus. I need to lock in.
No, see, that's the thing.
That's
Put
the
every
thing.
distraction
At some
aside.
moment, you do not have that talent because that talent speaks for itself. Someone who says, man, let me step out of school to go do this.
So you're the kind of people that
Let me show you my talent.
You're the kind of people that shut
Talent
down
skill.
people on first hearing, like, yeah, that shit, bro. Like,
You need
No.
to like show me evidence that prior that school is just a hindrance.
Fine. Here's the thing, and that's what I was initially saying, is that not everybody has that specific direction to take away, because other than that, then the only thing they have to be is in school, because then they're not going to get skills, they're not going to learn how to communicate. Like, I was in law school, year one, and people were learning, literally struggling with a course in it called communication skills. You have no communication skills. You can't write on a piece of paper how you need to listen. You can't process listening, and you expect to make it by in life. Yet, I adequately, I would say that person is different from someone who probably from a young age found an intrigue in reading. You get it? Now that person knows how to communicate because they've probably read, imagined, watched, and understood how communication works. Leave people who watch movies for the vibe of it, but to understand specific things, messaging, thematic relevance. Now that kind of person may not need that communication skills course unit, but the person who did not do this needs it. And that's what I'm saying. You need to have a clear plan in life. So there are people, and the beauty of things is that I don't need school to get the skills. I just need to sit down. There's an online course for it probably. There is YouTube. I just need to sit down. So in debate, now this is just like the hobby. I think it's one of the things I like a lot because it pushes me to get more information. So remember the facts thing? Yeah. So where it is now, you don't lie. You need to know stuff. Yeah.
Not quite a bunch of crazy lies, by the way, in debating.
Yeah. I've had a bunch of them, but personally, I like the idea of just getting information. So I like, even when I don't know something, I would choose probably, even if I don't win, I want to learn from the person who knew. There's a time someone took time to explain about political theory and secession movements and just secession, and I was like, wow, I didn't know about this. So you go, so I just go to like get that information. So I realized there's like sites. I don't know, have you seen a site called Crash Course? You should go check it out on
Yeah,
YouTube.
there's Crash Course,
It's a
there's
nice one.
Coursera.
It has a summarized but very informative, factual information just about something like psychology. Someone said study spending 2 weeks to study brain training. This person has made a video that can explain it in like 30 minutes. All you have to do is just
Sit and watch and
sit
read.
and watch, write, learn, probably get some more examples. You have a PC and internet right in front of you to learn all that stuff. I don't need to go to school to learn that now. So I can adequately, from my perspective, I can say I know stuff about psychology that someone is struggling to read from a book, because my source of information was not a lecturer but someone else. And those guys, lecturers will always tell you those guys are not accredited. But most of the people who give you that information are products of
System.
that system. Because I mean, if I can't be a lecturer, if there is a guy in no school really like, but when you're looking in, that
It's up
time
on YouTube.
that time of the year, that time of the year when like you need to like look in for exams, remontadas and all that stuff. It's called. There are many people, but I personally like listening to Conrad. Right? He's a counsel.
Yeah.
He's an everything.
And my boy at Umu.
He's not a lawyer.
Always hints on his.
He's not an actively lawyer you're gonna see around, but he's now teaching the concept the same way the lecturer would have taught it. He's giving you case law, is giving you everything you need to pass the exam. So I'm asking myself, I've missed school for a month and I've missed this topic. This guy is struggling to read the notes he made, trying to remember everything the lecturer said. And I'm going to walk in YouTube, listen to Conrad, get the exact same stuff, or probably even more. Sit down, think about the work I've just written down, and add my own extrapolations. Like, I need more cases. I need more stuff. Like, by the time I reach the paper, you and I are either not different, or I may just even be better.
Henry, when it's all said and done, it gets to a point where maybe you passed, he passed, and you're out there. Maybe you pass with your first class. Someone has actually told me that, because for me, uni, the goal has always been I need the freaking first class. Someone told me you're not getting a job with the first class.
Yeah. I've
Like,
asked people in the working field, and
If you don't have,
second upper.
doesn't that actually break down the whole system for you? Like, one thing I realized, and it's something I came to a conclusion when I was having some issues in university. I was like, the thing about university, which may be the thing about Uganda white collar spaces, is you don't have to be the best. If you are the best and you recognize it and you start filling your bag with gas on your potential, you're going to start being intimidating, so people will push you away. But when you are dumb enough to be humble and lack of an independent thinker, they will want you more because you are drivable.
You can follow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
you
if
are,
you're going to work in the corporate structure, that is it.
and that's the whole point of
yeah,
education,
but
right?
yeah, but that's if you want to work like and I'm not saying education isn't like a waste of time. I'm just saying it really is. But for people who have really not much planned out for their lives, that's the place they need to go to get the plan. Otherwise, they're gonna be
Now
planless.
this is this is now good you've put that out. I'll give you an example. Very personal. In university, I'm doing international politics leaning work. But I kid you not, I have no contact in that field. I know if I step out, if my grades don't speak for me, brother, you guys are going to be getting an episode every day. Because there is no option for me other than that. I have no contact. Not at an embassy, not at foreign affairs, no internal affairs. I'm in the system and I'm not even marketing myself, but bro, I am bare good at it. I can sit in class and know that this guy is talking about this point in history, recent history, and he is wrong about this. I've clashed with lecturers about it. And people are telling me that's not right. That is not how you point out something. I'm like, this is university. We need to be expressing our minds because it's now here that we finally establish, because I broke this down for someone, but they did not believe it. Everything we do between nursery and high school is learning how to write. Everything we do in tertiary institutions is learning how to express ourselves. That's why in university, coursework, presentations are a thing. They are normative to the system. And that's why from nursery to high school, you're doing hella examinations with zero presentation. You're doing a ton of of writing because you need to learn how to put that on paper.
That's right.
But now in uni, you need to learn how to put that out. And one thing I've learned about expression, and even when you listen to those guys on YouTube, is that when you enter a room and you're trying to express yourself, make everybody feel like they don't know shit, you're the one who does. That people find cocky. Like, no, you don't supposed to be doing, they're not supposed to be speaking to us like that. Especially if it's a lecturer. And now when you stand up against them, it gets crazy. So my point is, if me with zero contacts, but 100% gas is out there, like, which means it's my only plan. Because I refuse to go farming with my dad. I probably refuse to learn how to make bricks. I did not do the handsy stuff. But now I'm out here with my only plan. And I have no contacts. Am I not a failure?
I would.
I know you've been killing to make that statement. I just said to you.
Yeah, you sort 8 o'clock later. But I actively think that your ability to have a skill is very important. And the problem with why people never don't get far, and I will believe with him that success is not just through the education. Never been. It's about your ability to know something, master it, perfect. That's the point of school, right? You know, you study in contract law, you finish it in first year. You've been taken to the bar course to master how to apply it. Now you're a lawyer, you know contract, you know how to apply contract law. Same thing with any other skill. I have a friend, she's always on Instagram, TikTok, always talking about policies. Janice talking about policies, talking about what
This is
policy.
Janice, I know.
Janice on the Janice Kaja.
No, there's a Janice I know that's always with Gandhi.
Yeah. So
Dr.
like
Solomon.
talking about policies. Have you seen the NRM manifesto? This is what it has. This is what I think about it. This country has a policy. Did you know stuff about African community, African like knowledge?
Okay, I don't know if I'm
But
wait. Has this person done an interview with the BBC before?
Yeah.
For real? I think I've listened to her before.
Yeah.
On the BBC. If that's the one I'm thinking of.
That's the person she was talking about the withdrawal of funding of USAID from the USA.
Yeah.
So
hi, I know you're watching. Hi, some BBC contacts, man. But
so she's in law school right now.
Tell her I said hi.
It's not like
No. We are honestly inviting her through you. Please send our invitation.
when she flies back.
Carry on, bro.
But true that when she flies back. So she's not necessarily a policy analyst, but she has taken her time to believe that one of the things she's passionate about is looking at policies and life and just telling people what's good or not good. But she's not doing it like, man, I am so sorry for this. For our local Ugandan people who
Her
just go and
target audience.
scream.
Yeah, our target audience is not.
She's doing it in the sense that she goes, reads, gets information, gets references, reads content, refers to people, then present on the issue. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And
So that's what I'm
educated
saying.
opinion on
People
the
have the skills, but for your skill to be qualitative, you have to invest in that skill, which very many people here are not willing to do. You don't like law school, you have something else you can bake, but you still want to bring the same cakes they used to send us in P6 to bake and send to our teachers. You're not adding anything new, no new ingredients, you've not learned new techniques, you've not learned anything lucrative that someone can look at and say, Farm, I want this.
Yeah.
This reminds me of during that competition I was telling you guys about. They gave us a brief. Now, a brief is that basically the problem to solve. But it was also moving around the same thing about employment, right? And they broke it down. And when we did a bit of research, we realized that one of the hardest things, or one of the reasons why the employment scheme, unemployment level is skyrocketing up there, is the fact that people lack things such as soft skills. Soft skills now, public speaking, writing on paper, all of these things, because there are people in lit class. Sorry for bashing all of you, but there are people in lit class who had beautiful opinions, educated, well thought of, and well defended, but put them at the front of the class, and this person could not say a word. And I believe all the other things happen because now, let's say it's
Either
work,
because they're scared,
But
or they
or
just lack the
let me tell
ability
you,
to like formulate
tell
their
you,
thoughts into words.
there's something that you guys don't want to think about.
oh yeah, and
Whenever I talk about timid people, I would like to remind you that there is always a place for those people in this world.
This is where the closet.
No.
he was the person that always tell us an opinion, and he's
No, like for me, I feel like, by the way, to go back there is, I really think for me, in literature class, I came from a high point to a low point. I came from the school where I was exiled to academically. I came from the very best, like they are only a student, to a place where I found people minded. So for me in literature class, I was more or less listening and learning because I got to a point where I was pushed to the wall, and these were not like really, really strange ideas, but it was like for me to learn how to listen to
you've
people.
seen that meme of 1+1 and you think it's 2, but someone is saying no, it is multiculturalism.
All I am saying is sometimes, okay, going back to what I was saying, like there's a place for those people in this world. Like, you guys remember when we're doing that careers week, then they brought us a guy that was doing law in oil and gas, something like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, I did law, I finished, but I've never stepped in court. I feel like there's always a place for, I won't even call them timid, just people that are not so expressive, but they are good with their minds and their hands.
No, but then the thing is, due to the stiff competition that is out there, you need to have a very distinct feature on you.
Because you want to go for oil and gas, but there is someone who's willing to take your job and is outspoken.
So why no? Let me give an example. It's like how very many people in now my field want to go for logistics, freight forwarding, like exporting things.
But the
right?
people studying procurement.
But there are people who are studying that thing, right? So why would someone pick me who has an inkling, who has like 2 course units in that field, and leave someone
who
whose
has
entire 3
studied?
years was dedicated to its profession? So, some other case in point, in year 1 and year 2, we learn things like principles of accounting and international accounting and the like, right? So we have an inkling of what that accounting is. Someone has been in BBA, Bachelor of Accounting, right? Since year one. They learned principles as the beginning first topic, and they're going to specialize in that particular field, right? Now, why would someone opt for me over them? They have a degree, fine. Me, I'm outspoken. I know particular things in different fields. Like the amount of effort I am going to have to put in to outcompete them has to be there, like visibly on paper. Do I have more certificates? Now, if I have a certificate in PRO, I can public speak, I can write memorandums, I'm good at Excel, they're going to pick me over that person. Minus the fact that they dedicated 3 years to that particular thing, but because I have more skills under my bracket, they're going to pick me.
Doesn't that speak to the also that we are trying to address here? That
because that's my point.
Education is a lie.
At this point,
Yeah, because
it is a lie.
someone
But
can
where else are
acquire
you going
those
to go?
skills.
There are very many things now. Look at us. We're doing content. Give the money in content if it actually follows through for you.
Do you know how many people that can't do? Very many people. See, the thing is also the fact that this in its own right.
Do you know how many people have
is a
ring
risk.
lights in their rooms?
Now that's where I'm. Okay, that's where you guys might be right, but now that's the beauty of the out. Actually, not right, but that's the beauty of what is not education. Everything out here is meritocratic. It is not about who you know. Okay, yes, it may be about who you know. It may be about who you know, but you can also break through. Now look at us on YouTube. The numbers we have for starters are very good. But had we had more social accreditation before this, they would even be higher. But the numbers we have on YouTube are good. But just because we've put in the work and we are doing something different, you get. But there are more people doing. There are podcasts out there, by the way, in Uganda. More podcasts than us.
Yeah.
But you can imagine, maybe they don't have as much numbers because maybe their grind is, maybe they are more occupied or something like that.
Well, they just think we are better than everyone
but
else,
it's-
so they don't need to do the right stuff.
It's meritocratic, you get. People will watch what they believe is worth watching, what they will spend their time on.
Yeah.
To sort of negate what you're saying, I remember my sister told me when I was joining uni, make friends, communicate, what they call it, network and all that thing, yeah? We did that. And when it reached time for internship, our so-called networks of friends didn't do anything for us. I know people,
Because they're not yet in positions to pull the strings, bro.
these are people who had parents. I know friends who pulled strings to get their mates into big institutions.
See? Which means it happened.
So the thing is,
Which means it happened. Maybe it did not happen for you.
About merit at this point. You are A, and some other.
You're making
companies-
my point, bro.
Listen to me.
But you're making my point, is all I'm saying.
You want to talk?
Yes.
Or why talk?
No, you're making my
Shut
point.
up. So
No, when did he ask me if I wanted to talk?
shut up. Let me land.
Guys,
The referee, yeah. Foul play. So, right?
Yeah.
These people now, particular institutions had given, what do they call it, aptitude tests to pass, right? And if you didn't pass it, you didn't go through. I know of people who are on the dean's list. CGPA is like on the roof. They have CGPAs that can almost be airtime to talk for 2 minutes. And these people did not get anywhere. And someone who is staggering with a 3.1 gets into a very good place. Fed, taken care of, paid the allowance. So I do not believe we live in a meritocracy.
No, my point is, out this side, out of like education, society is much more meritocratic than it is the other side. For a plumber to get a job, someone is going to call for, let's say now for construction workers, because at least I've worked with some of those. They are going to, it's okay. They are going to come. The guy is going to look at what you have done, and he's going to be like, yeah, this is nice. How much does this cost? Look at guys that are doing video editing and that. You're going to first ask him, like, I recently saw a podcast that was looking for a video editor. We are not looking for a video editor. Msimanya clips. That's the truth. If you DM me asking, We do our shit on our own. But
We got the soft skill.
but but like these guys were looking for someone. But what did they want? They never wanted thingy. They were like, just show us your portfolio. We have a look at it. We see if it's what we want. You get like you're only getting this by merit. I'm very sure these guys, because it's a big Ugandan podcast, must be knowing guys that are doing it. But why are they out there looking for a stranger to look at their portfolio and yeah, this is what we want?
I think
Out there is much more merit than
No, I believe
I think
in
it's
creative
yes.
fields.
I think yes and no, because even in even in the outside area, there is active competition. So I think here, so there's a there are logical steps, right? So it gets from meritocracy to not meritocracy. I don't know if you get my point. So,
To aristocracy.
yeah, meritocracy to aristocracy makes sense. But you need to recall that
like you're good
sometimes you need to maintain quality.
you're really good at your job. There is someone who can do better, but you will actually just create a situation that keeps you in that loop where you're the one that keeps the work. Or I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I hear it though.
I'll give you an example. I think personally, if I'm not like locked in on books and just doing my own stuff, sometimes schools have like tournaments, debate competition, and all that stuff. So some kids know we like coach. I have an academy. That's a different discussion for another time.
He has a debating academy. Check him out.
Humble brag.
Check him out. Check him out.
No, it's actually just our way of giving back to the community.
Yes,
It's literally free.
Yes, sir.
It's free. We teach debate, public speaking, but I think not just high schoolers. We also do teach campus people. There is also an algorithm.
You are there choking on helpers bonus. Okay.
So there is an algorithm called Tabicat. We teach some people how to operate the algorithm.
This guy is dying with my job.
stuff.
Pause. Told you I'm a funny man. You're not funny, but kawa.
No, and then you have the audacity to say, I do algebra and what? Did you hear what he just stated?
I heard it.
Helpers
Mama.
boner.
Yeah, that's a thing, by the way.
That's no, I
It's
get
a
it.
thing in-
It's the giver's high. I get it. But
Don't
the
give us high, help us high. Carry on,
I
carry on,
think you
bro.
see,
Carry on.
easy. Onto the subject, right? So because there are kids that know we do that and offer like qualitative feedback, like we actually teach them and they learn the skill and they get so good at it. So when they go back, they tell their schools, I think we need someone to help us to prepare. So they're gonna call me. Now, because I invested in my skill, or because I just basically just invest in knowledge, but also
You were bagging up on the merit. You're making my
I've
point
actually
still.
been doing it for some time. I get to, yeah, I talked about that. The meritocracy is that I get to call, right? I get to call someone, right? And they call me, I tell them, how much you want me to help you? I'm not working less than for. So on average, my range could be between 70 and 100 per 2 hours or per hour. Depends. Depends on what I feel like it. That's
How
what
you
wanna
look
pay
like.
me. So I get to dictate my price. You say fine, 100 2 hours.
Creativity.
Show up for 4 hours or show up for 5 hours, right? I'm telling you, easy. That's my 250. I show up, I do my stuff, I leave. Now, someone is going to call you saying, "Man, I have 50." I'm going to be like, "No, I'm going to pass that up to the next person who can give you that kind of work." Now, the question is, who am I passing it to? Do you get my?
But you're aware that this person is also aware that he is handing me over to someone that might not be of and
may not be of my quality,
exactly,
but fits into his budget and can do.
So he knows he's getting something of less quality.
Like I've been doing
than what he initially
for example,
wanted.
this is a hobby I invest in and I've been doing it for like what, 5 years now? Do you get it? It can't be that. So we can't be. My skill level and experience is not the same as someone who's just started.
Yeah, and that's the point I'm making.
And those are the people we've been training.
The longer you are out there doing the out of class work, the creative style of,
yeah,
is the more you're going to assume all this experience, and because your heart is into it, you're going to be a different person. unlike
No.
in the workspace. So
now this is the thing.
because of the sheen that
I'm getting to
you are
that.
showing off, people are going to pull
I'm getting
you.
to that. Also, if I'm passing it on, I'm going to pass it on to someone I know is close to me, but also has the capability. But there are people I know who are not giving it out because they know there is someone skilled, right? Or who is more skilled than the person they plan on giving it to. But because they aren't close or they aren't, yeah, gonna give it out to the person they are. You get it?
No conversant with.
More conversant with, either mentally, emotionally. I don't want to get into that, whatever it is. But someone more proximate to them. That person is probably not probably the best suited person for that. There is someone, but because this person is closer to you,
You want to put them
you're going
on.
to call them and you're going to tell them these guys need your help. They're going to give you 100K after 4 hours, right? Now, for people like me, these offers would still come, but actually, I think me, I'm transitioning to now adults. So it's a thing like now we need to teach adults how to speak in public. See, now that's why I would say our aunties and our uncles, they don't live in office because they know they need these skills. They know you have them, so they're going to pay any amount of money to
Make
get
sure
those
they acquire
skills,
them.
and they keep their grip there.
Yeah, that's something my dad told me. I told him I wanted to be a journalist when I was a kid.
So right now, a journalist knows that Canary is going to take my job. So they're going to invest. They're going to invest in those skills. So that's what I'm saying. Is that now me are shifting. But they will still reach out to me because they don't know this other person. They know Henry. So they'll call Henry and I'll say, I don't think I'm available, but I know someone who will be of wonderful help for you. I'll call that person I know will help. I'll be like, man, show up this time. Just get dressed smart and all that stuff. Just be professional. All the best. Right? But there is someone who's going to say, man, I have a thing. She ain't so good, but I need her around.
So let me put her on.
Okay, so
And that's what I'm saying.
to wrap
The
this up
meritocracy,
nice,
to some extent, does lead to.
Aristocracy.
to wrap this up nice,
Mm.
what would be you guys' closing takes on this? Because me, honestly, I am drawn towards the fact that education in and of itself is entirely a lie.
I think
I do not have a solution as of yet
to
when it comes to my thought process about this, but I really believe we are running a dead.
this is my summarized take on this. I think the future isn't lost for the education system as well. Our system is just either adapting and it's just going to something, right? But you can see where you can see the direction, honestly. Teaching people to think on their own, being able to have their own ideas, even if the person marking it now, you get it. But we're getting there, and that's a step to like fixing the systems. There are so many things previously, like if we had a discussion 6 years ago or 7, you wouldn't have technology and the law together. But now there is tech law, there is AI law, there's all that stuff. The only problem is that stuff isn't coming here yet, but it's starting to come. You get it?
Yeah.
If you've seen the recent issue of Ham, right? And
These people.
his drainage people,
Yeah.
and people, I would call them the traders, right? The traders didn't think they needed a lawyer not until that stuff happened, right? And that lawyer did need people to help him on that stuff, paperwork, collecting stuff. Yeah, the traders are saying, we need lawyers to do it for free, but Law Society is like, nah, these guys have invested years in their, education. You need to pay them for that work. You're losing 500 mil and you're not willing to like let go of 10 to like get that stuff done. That's what I'm saying. Is that they're different because the society is evolving, so should the profession, right? For example, initially, someone believed that they would balance their own books as a trader in Chikubo. Now they need someone to ask accountants, right? They'll tell you they do these gigs. They go in Chikubo, they sit down, they balance the nigga's books. He gets paid sweet money and then they leave, right? So it's evolving. You did need an accountant before, now you need one as a shop owner. Next time you're seeing your boss is now playing TikTok with you, now need a lawyer. Do you get it? Divorce rates are increasing. You think we don't need lawyers for that kind of stuff? You do need, like, society moves in a direction that needs to arise. It just needs
So
for
you
you to
believe you are of the view that society just needs to widen the basket, push the basket further.
That's not still necessarily my endpoint. I'm saying for those obviously who don't have, our plans, like doing other stuff, right? So the basket can widen for them, throw some of them there. But for people who believe that they can develop their skills outside, I don't need the education system to like give me all that. There's resources are there for you to learn the skills you want to learn. You have you if you invest the right time, you can be able to perfect that skill, go global, do whatever. It takes time though, so it's just a grind on either side. I believe the education system, as of now, complete scam, but that doesn't mean it can't get better. It can, but also I believe that education is also a scam because I just don't think it's the only way to get by. So as soon as society just embraces that you can get by in life in very many ways to be successful, we'll be far. All those 50, 100 people, at least we'll reduce the numbers.
What are you saying, fam?
I feel like I oversell this, but know yourself. Because
Fam,
if you look at
preach,
the
preach,
white
brother, preach.
white people have made money out of the most ridiculous ideas.
Because there are people dumb enough to get that.
Do you know that
Okay, not dumb, but there are people.
OnlyFans began just in
I really
COVID?
want to join, not with a professional account, but I really want to join OnlyFans.
I've always threw you the link. I'm like,
Get my point.
Moving
bro.
on,
Like,
moving on,
I
moving.
just want to get onto OnlyFans. Like,
Introducing
onto Instagram.
Chelsea
I get
Sins.
into Instagram.
No, not like that. I just want to get like the way you would get onto Instagram.
Introducing Chelsea
Bro,
Sins.
hear me out. You guys have not gotten my point.
Okay.
Like I just
okay.
want to get onto OnlyFans and see like the content they produce.
Go to porn sites.
No, it's different. This is not a porn site, by the way. So I just want to see how they make their money. You know, people sell bikini pics.
Yes, fit pics.
So you don't.
That's
So
what- I
let
just
me
want to
try to use an analogy. So you don't want to see the music video, you want to see live band.
No, I just want to look at the paraphernalia of the work they do and see if there's an
Right.
idea.
That's my point.
Music video,
I've
live
always
band.
had- no, like I've always had a key interest in that field. I've told him I want to open a
Keen
strip club
interest?
someday. Hear
That's
me out.
crazy.
Hear me out. Like there are very many ways to make money. I've told him I want to open a strip club someday. But now, if you're going to have strippers working for you, you might also need them to have OnlyFans accounts you're managing to bring the money in. This is all
Right.
professional stuff, by the way.
We're moving on back to my point. The thing is, OnlyFans only began in
From
COVID.
Chelsea Sins to Chelsea Morning Star.
in COVID, but that company grossed so much.
It's the most profitable company, I think.
out
It or Pornhub,
the
one of the
blue.
two.
I'm not sure, but it grossed
How do you guys
so
know
much.
this thing?
Business,
Business,
okay.
bro.
Me personally, it was business. I don't know about Chelsea's.
There's no reason to pull it out like that because I also look at it from a business perspective.
Policy analyst.
Moving on, but like the fact that someone sat up there and thought of the idea that someone would want to watch something that's like almost live pornography, right? It's
No, they
okay.
wanted to talk to the actors a little bit more.
That-
And it also gave
that-
the
that was already
actors
there.
from the... No, it was different. On Pornhub, you had the
No,
access, but the
I'm talking
actors
about
never had
Pornhub.
things. No.
Still wondering
I'm
how
wondering where it
you
comes
know
from.
this shit.
Yes, okay. You who was there at the birth of OnlyFans. But the thing is, know yourself, right? Because if you do that, you're going to find out what can work for you.
Word.
But if you don't and you jump onto things of, man, I can be a rapper. Man,
I'm a rap. As in, this guy also first rapped.
I mean,
No,
but
no,
This guy
I,
your first...
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, know yourself. The reason why I
takes
know more
steps.
than you is because I have tested out
But
more areas than you. That's the period.
Used to be
I have a friend of
Farao.
mine. She's a popular climate activist. Very popular.
Oh, Greta Thunberg?
No.
Oh, okay.
Denise Yevari. Some people have heard of her here and there. But the
She
thing
believes
is,
climate change is real.
you
It's a
don't-
question!
In a
real
very condescending
urgent,
tone.
real urgent and a serious thing. I personally also believe climate change is real urgent and just needs to be worked on. We'll have a discussion about that.
Hi, Denise.
We'll have a very.
This is your bit about this podcast. Would like to have you on to know if I would like to know if climate change is a real thing.
Oh,
That doesn't say anything. I would like to know. Semantics dictates there.
yeah, sure.
I would like to know.
But like I'm saying,
I'm
I'm saying, it's part of that passion that inspired Better Life Uganda, an organization works globally, coordinates projects, do projects together, help refugees and all. So it's really working. You get it? There is impact and all those other benefits if you just don't look at the money. Those things are mostly about the money.
Let me ask you guys.
But like I'm saying, stuff does work. You just need to know yourself, know what you're passionate about. I totally agree with Jeff.
Let me ask you guys a question. It's not a mistake, boy. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. For someone that's always listening to British stuff, it's only natural for me to be making certain mistakes now because they also make those grammatical errors. So it's not even forced. It's coming off naturally. So let me ask you guys something.
The fact that I didn't say anything, but
let me ask you guys something. If you and by the way, don't have pillow fights. Fucking pause. Give me my shit. Anyway, so if you guys, as kids, stand up and they're like, you know what, Daddy, not into this education thing no more. After they are Form 4, and they gave you a reason, they gave you a blueprint. Would you let them do their A level?
Goes back to what he said.
No, like, would you? It's a yes or no question. Just tell me yes or no. If they gave you a reason and a blueprint after Form 4, in their Form 4 VAP, and they told you, I'm not into this. What's your take? Are you letting them continue with education or like no? Just yes or no?
Because I have to give it context.
No, just yes or no?
Yes, it needs context.
I'm trying to wrap this up. I'm trying to wrap this up very fast.
My thing is simple as well, because your question is bleak.
I'm just gonna say one thing. I think it just
real quick.
Yeah, Jeff already talked about why it needs to be realistic. I definitely agree with him. It doesn't have to appeal to my emotions. I think that's a different discussion altogether, and my social predispositions, blah blah blah. I think it mostly just needs to be on the rational scale. Is it realistic? Is it achievable? Are there achievable impacts like from it? And is it to some extent sustainable? There is this very common business of we boys always want to start PlayStation, Pasa, because you know you're a campus guy and you think everybody's just gonna want to play Pasa like you. First month, booming business. Next 2 months, because you know there's a wave. So it's you could do the business, but do you have a blueprint of that business that shows me it's something is realistic, doable, and given the way I know you, you're lazy, you're condescending, you are basically just
you guys are going to make interesting dads.
Like you're just there, and you expect to come up with something like that. I know you can't maintain it. I'm not gonna be holding your hand like we are Alice in Wonderland throughout the whole time. You get it?
Anyway.
So it needs to be something in line with you, your passions, and the world. Triple threat.
Okay, yeah, his own passions. But yeah, guys, being us here with our guests.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for looking in.
Yeah, you guys can check him out on all social media platforms, I believe.
Right?
Yeah.
Debater.
Yeah, he's a debater, so you can also...
It's a hobby.
You can check him out as well. We will leave you his contact in our description so that you reach out to him.
His room number.
For the YouTube gigs. Room number will also be in description. It has been me, Chelsea, aka Manzo Sati, aka the Yad Gandhi. Yes, and from my left, it has been...
Black Gandhi.
Jaffa, But guys, thank you for... I like to still put it out there. The guys who see us on the roadside and wave, beautiful video code, the people who smile, even those who look awkwardly at us. Thank you very much for looking in.
Make sure they're just not looking at the glasses.
All those things.
But we have business ideas.
Arigato. Bye.
I beg for investors.